Hello, thanks for joining me. I am on the Ice Age Trail. This is the Deerfield Segment. And this segment has some nice topography, lots of ups and downs, but it runs primarily through private land and it goes through a commercial industrial forest. Sitting on a glacial erratic boulder here. But anyway, this hike has a number of industrial plantings. So the trees are all in rows, sort of a dress formation. And those plantations are primarily red pine and white pine. And then other large areas are primarily oak. And with the exception of some thinnings, most of the oaks have come in naturally. So, it's not the prettiest woodland, but it's got some nice climbs in it, so I do enjoy doing the climbs here. So take a look at the hike, and I'll see you back in a bit. Sort of a dress forest, an industrial red pine plantation with a few white pine interspaced. You can see the thinning that has taken place, but there's still almost no understory. There are some white pines actually popping up in the understory, but there's no brush. Pretty sterile. Into a little more of a oak woodlot. Coming up on the edge of a fairly deep kettle. Fairly deep kettle, and we will head on the trail into the kettle. And a little pond at the bottom of the kettle, a wet kettle. Up top there is where we came from. I guess we turn around. white pine. An oak harvest. A glacial erratic. Alright, leaving the oak cut and heading into another oak woodlot. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. While I was in the area doing another video that went up recently, I decided to do this segment of the trail as well. It's not too terribly far away. And I am smoking today a Comoy 184 bent apple, and this is one of the newer ones, so this one is made in France. It's a nice pipe. I like it. I like bent apples in general, so it fits my criteria. And in this bent apple I am smoking Cornell and Diehl's Epiphany. Which is a blend similar to the long discontinued Revelation tobacco. I do like the cut, however. It is more of a ribbon cut than the match blends that are still available for Revelation. The match blends are kind of a mixture of various cuts. It's kind of a wild cut. So Epiphany does pack a lot nicer, and it burns, I think, a little bit better than, say, the Sutliff match blend. But I think I like the Sutliff blend just a little bit better. They're pretty close. Drinking a little coffee, which seems to go fine with it. The other issue, or the other reason I'm out with this camera, is I'm trying to figure out a way to get better audio. What I've been using is a Motorola Moto X, which has four microphones on it, which does a good job of canceling the wind and sound reduction, but it picks up footsteps way too heavily. So most of my videos have these montage collections with the audio turned off because it's just footfalls. And in fact, the Brad's from Pipes and Kayaks 300 sub giveaway, you can hear the footfalls and leaves crunching pretty heavily in that video. So the problem with that Motorola is a plug-in microphone does not work. I've tried downloading numerous camera apps, and it will not override the built-in microphones on the camera. This old, I think it's an HTC 1V, it will allow me to use a lapel mic. I'm not using that today. I just wanted to see how the footfalls would work and voice from here to about 6 feet away. But on a windy day, I'd be able to plug in the microphone into this camera. The problem with this camera is there's no front-facing camera, so I have no idea if I'm in the frame right now or not. So it's an experiment in process. It was a nice day this morning, lots of sun. I don't know if you saw along the way, but it's clouding up, and we're supposed to get some showers this afternoon, which will be fine. We could use some more rain. Could use a little bit warmer temperatures. It's going to be upper 40s today. It's probably mid 40s right now. Spring is coming, but not all that fast. In fact, through here I haven't seen any real wildflowers poking their way through the leaf litter. Some of the moss were sending up fruiting structures, but that's about it through this stretch of woods anyways. So that's it, a camera check. I probably will not post this video because there's nothing in it whatsoever. However, this tree, I don't know if you can see it over here, this tree was down and I did climb it, and tell you what, I'm old. I am old. This tree is, I don't know, 6 feet off the ground from the, maybe 8 feet off the ground behind me, or in front of me there, and touching the ground over here, with a limb, 2 limbs running up. 20, 30 years ago, I had to run right up that tree. Today, I crawled up that tree. So, with that, I hope you're doing well. Take care, and perhaps I shall see you again. Yep, there was a time when that little limb right there could have been run straight up and straight across the top. I am old.